Hello. Hello, knockouts. Tanya to the TKO here, my dear. And we're autographing books once again. And I need some company to help me get through all of the time that it takes to autograph from the heart and send them out to the knockouts. Holla, holla. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Tanya TKO here. And I am autographing my books, the self-love affirmation journals. You all have really been showing up and showing out. The orders are coming in. What is the word for when something has like torrential downpours? It's just coming in. And the floodgates. So I thank you all. I currently right now have 163 open orders. And we are currently shipping books from March 20th. Please give me 2 weeks to be able to autograph your book and ship your book out to you. I am the one who ships them personally, so please give me the time to handcraft and tailor make, what do you call this? An autograph message specifically to you. All right, so welcome. Lissa is at work loving the content. And Radio is saying I'm the most business content. Okay, so listen, how should we do this? Should we open up the phone? I only have about half an hour before the postal person comes to pick up. And it takes time to go through all of the packages and autograph, et cetera, et cetera. So how should we do this? Open up a Clubhouse room or turn on the phone lines? How do we have you all keep me company while we go through these things? Because I'm not going to be able to read the comments unless we just do Cash App comments, because I'm going to be inside the screen to create the shipping labels, not on this screen with the what is this on my face? What? My skin is not flawless. What is that? What? Oh no. What is happening? What is that? Oh, some sort of hyperpigmentation. All right. Listen. Okay, it's just a little hyperpigmentation. It'll go away. It'll go away. Don't worry. It'll go away. It'll go away. It'll go away. It'll go away. I don't know what that want. I don't know what that want. All right, so should we do a Clubhouse room? Why are people saying some love blemish? What do you all? Yes, I am in love, very much so. I'm in love with life, living, in the pursuit of happiness. We're going to be doing my matchmaking show on Monday. I'm feeling a little under the gun because there's so many things that we need to do before it gets off the ground. Desi Ray sends $2 and says one of those books is for me. Can't wait. For March 20th. Let me send you a heart. All right. So I think we're gonna have to do. So look, Clubhouse or phone lines. Clubhouse or phone lines. Somebody's asking, do I do counseling sessions? No, I don't. I'm a life coach. So I don't counsel, I coach. All right. So phone lines. Okay. So I'll open the phone lines. I need somebody entertaining to call me who is going to entertain me. So just get yourself ready to entertain me because I need you to entertain me right now. Okay. Not the other way around. Tanya's not going to be entertaining you. I need you, if you are ready, to call in to entertain me. So the telephone number is 323-48. Hold on. Don't call in yet because I need to get the phone line into the screen. Okay. Hey, I like that cash sound. I be hearing that all throughout the night. I be like, hey, whenever I hear it. All right, so let's get this. Okay, here we go. All right, phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Let me read this real quick. Okay. Miss Lady says $2. Did you get my article? Child, I've not checked email in about 2 days. So if you sent it within the past 2 days, I haven't gotten it. If you sent it before then, you probably sent it in the middle of the night. At this point, it's gotten to the point that I need to probably get Zendesk or something to be able to stay on top of my emails. I'm having a hard time. I got over 400 emails that are not opened, and I don't really know how to get on top of them. Okay. You on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, it's Karima from Brooklyn, New York. Hi.
Oh, well, you know Brooklyn is entertaining, so come on and tell us how you thugging it out there in Brooklyn. Because I know how you Brooklyn chicks are.
Thugging it out here in Brooklyn. Whew. Pandemic thugging it, love thugging it. How we thugging it? We thugging it all the way around.
Whichever is the most entertaining for right now. So you got to entertain while I am doing my thing. Right now, I am signing the autograph to, I just signed Dr. G's. I need you to turn off the thing in the background, babe.
I just signed Dr. G. Got it?
All right.
Is that on?
Yeah. So go ahead. Hold on. I'm getting ready to sign Olu J's book. And let me see where Olu is at. All right. Olu. That's a Nigerian name. But I believe Olu means God, because in the Burna Boy song, he's like Olua something da da da, and so I think Olua
that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he's like
That's what he was this whole daggone time.
What'd you say?
I didn't know he was saying that.
Yeah, so
I was always trying to figure out what the hell he was saying in that song. You know how you just make up your own lyrics for these songs? Like, you don't know what you're saying, but you just start making up your own damn lyrics.
I believe he's speaking Yoruba. So no, there are people who know what he's saying just because you don't understand it. But let me tell you, when I first heard the song, when I first heard Ye, I was like, gosh, he's speaking English, but I'm not catching it. But it wasn't until I actually started looking up the meaning of the song that I realized that that he's saying words that are not English words. So there's like Lakbaja is like I think that's okay. Yes. I believe that's when you have dreadlocks and you're a problem person or something like that. I looked this up years ago when the song first came out.
I tried to do that. I would try to look up things on the internet. But I feel like on the internet, they give you the wrong information. So what you have to do is I learned that you get next to people that actually speak the language or they're from where they're from and speak the exact same dialect. And that's how I find out. But
that's how you're going to do it? You're going to just walk up to people near the subway and you're going to be like, Olua.
Hello. I'm from New York. So, if I really want to know, I'm going to go to Harlem and ask one of the Africans that they be up there. There's so many different Africans up there.
All right. So, Africans, right? You're just going to go ask any African.
No, you got to ask. First, you have to ask them where they're from. You can't just go and assume.
You're the one who said it, my dear. You're going to go ask the Africans.
Be more specific.
Look, you're going to be up there and be like, what does Oluwa Lakbo mean? And they're going to be like, they're going to be like, what country do you think I'm from? That's just like how when you travel it and people be like, oh, do you know Sheila from Brooklyn? And you're going to be like, you know how big Brooklyn is? Now you talk about a whole continent.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? When I used to go to camp when I was younger, and I was...
That's the sound of the printer. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. We were the only 2 pieces of pepper in the salt shaker, if you know what I mean. And we were all the way up near the borderline of damn Canada at this camp. And, of course, us being the only 2 black girls there, And we would tell them, you know, you guys, where you from? And they'd be like, oh, we'll be like, we're from Brooklyn, New York. And they'd be like, oh my God. So do you know like Stephanie or Latifah? And I'm like,
where is this new voice coming from? That don't sound like you. I'm from Brooklyn. What's the what?
That's how they would ask us. And I would be like, are you dead ass serious right now? Like, I'm a kid though. But it was funny to find out how
just like how you gonna go up to Harlem and ask the Africans what
Nah,
Burna Boy is saying.
Oh no. I didn't. I had to clarify what I meant when I said that.
Oh my goodness.
First, you gotta be specific. You gotta be like, hey, where you from? You gotta have conversation. You gotta have dialogue with them first. You can't just come out and be like, yo, where you from? Oh, you from this part of Africa? What's this? No, like you gotta have dialogue first. If you sitting down getting your hair braided and you gonna be there for like 8 hours or more getting your hair braided, you can have all the dialogue you want to.
Okay.
You can ask them more questions, and I do.
Well, listen, you would need to speak with a person who is Nigerian and Yoruba in order to understand the Yoruba words.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. All right.
So,
go ahead.
Now, can I drama that I'm going through with my love life?
Okay. Tell us your name again. I forget it.
Karima.
What is it? Karima. Okay. Go ahead, Karima.
Okay. So I'm now at a point now where I wouldn't call it drama because I'm not dating anyone, but it's a place of revelation for me. It's just like,
okay,
I'm starting to figure out why I'm alone. And you know what? I actually figured this out based off of one of your videos.
Okay.
I had a moment. It was just like, okay, this whole time you start thinking, okay, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I get this guy? Or, you know, you said something. What was it that you said? You treat a person a reflection of how much you love yourself.
Okay.
And it made sense to me. And I'm like, damn, I treat people extremely good because, and that's me. I treat people exactly how I want to be treated.
Okay.
All the time. And it's like not even just relationships with men. This is just me as a person. I always treat people how I want to be treated. And I go extra hard, even for those that are sometimes very undeserving of it.
Okay.
And I was just,
hey, hold on for 1 second. So this is Oluwabukola in Texas. Your package is on the way, my dear. Okay, go ahead.
It's coming, Olu. I need to get me a book. That's I'm going to cash after you while I'm going to find. So anyway, yeah, so I had a revelation, and it's just like, yo, this whole time I'm sitting here thinking, you know, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And it's nothing that I'm doing wrong with all these videos that you've been doing lately, with how black men, how they're treating black women, and it just hit me. It's like, it's nothing I'm doing wrong. I'm an Aquarius. I'm extremely analytical. I can pick up on lies way quicker than the average person, just based off of everything that I've been through in life and how much I pay attention and analyze everything. Like, you can say something to me and it's going in my database way in the back of my brain. And if you say something to me later and it doesn't make sense, it doesn't add up to what you say, I pick up on lies so damn easy. So with that being said, it just hit me like, maybe I'm supposed to be alone because I'm just too much of a good person.
Oh, yeah. That's always the issue.
Bullshit.
Too much of a good person. Listen, sometimes the timing is not right. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or anybody else is doing something wrong, but do make sure that you do the things to work on yourself in the interim. Going out there over giving can be something that can be shifted. It depends. I don't know what's going on, but don't just throw up your hands and be like, there's nothing I need to do differently.
No. Well, I don't think there's anything. I'm always learning. I've been through a lot of trauma in my past.
And have you gotten therapy?
Off and on throughout my life, yes. Am I in therapy now? No. Should I be? Yeah.
You should be in therapy now, and you're not?
Yeah, I definitely think. Because I always feel like therapy is not something that, it's not just something that you go through for a moment. I feel like you always need therapy.
Okay.
have I gone to therapy for specific things that have happened in my life? Yes. Have I finished therapy? But I feel like every day I deal with something else. I just feel like you should always go to therapy.
Okay.
Am I wrong for thinking that?
I think that if there are issues that are still lingering, which are not healed, of course, go in and speak with someone, work on the issues from the past until you've gotten to a point where you are functioning at a level that you want to function at, and see no issues that are going on in your life, and everything is uncovered and all of that. And then when something else comes up, go back in if you need to. You know what I mean? This package right here is from Maria B in South Bend, Indiana. Your package is on the way. All right, go ahead. I think also it's a numbers game too. What have you done to find love? If I were you, I would get matched, work with a matchmaker.
All right, now you tell me if you think I'm wrong for this, right? I'm having all types of right now. No. This is me just being fair.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this Cash App real quick that I just heard come in.
From Brooklyn with Love?
Hold on. Oh, are you sending something?
I sent it already.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So it looks like we have a few of them. Okay, Tracy says, have 2 books, make your money, all support. She sends $5. Thank you, Tracy. And then we have, you're so funny. We have Ebony that sends $3.33. It says, hope my book is en route to Barrington, Illinois, $3.33. I hope it is too. But if it is after March 20th, give it some more time. Give me 2 weeks. All right. We got Tasha sends in $20 and says, consultation, email me. And then she sends, okay. So let me leave this unhearted so that I can come back to it. Oh, then we got Karima over here. Oh, Karima thinks she cute. Look at her.
Yeah, that's me.
Cute little face. Okay. She sends $30 and says, from Brooklyn with love. And she has the hearts around the head and a blue heart. Okay. I'm sending you some hearts back. All right. Thank you.
Good darling.
All right. So go ahead. Do we think you wrong for what? Go ahead. Let's hear the story.
All right. See, I feel like you got to go out and hit the town and date. And I only date within my race. I'm being honest. That's just me. I'm not a racist, but that's just what I do. I'm not ashamed of it. But anyway, I haven't been on a dating scene much lately because I have an abundance of health issues. I'm like 2 myomectomies in. At this point, I'm being scheduled now for hysterectomy. I cannot bring forth life at this point.
Oh, wow.
So it's like,
why are you getting a hysterectomy though?
Because I've had 2 myomectomies.
And they're not working?
They were like really major. The last one, they took out like 17 tumors, right?
Okay.
So fast now. It has left so much scar tissue behind that the scar tissue has taken on a life of its own, leaving me with endometriosis and adenomyosis or adenomyosis, however they say the other one. Right. So I have scar tissue growing outside of the uterine lining and inside of the uterine lining. Fast forward now, with the scar tissue taking on a life of its own, it has completely blocked my fallopian tubes. Nothing can get in or out. Like, it's just not happening. Now, if I did try to do in vitro, now we have to deal with where would they plant an egg and fertilized embryo? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm screwed either way.
Well, and I must say this. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to let you know that I have a colleague that had gotten a hysterectomy, and it has resulted in a tremendous amount of mental health issues as a result. And so I want you to just do all of the research that you need to do and make sure that it's something that you must do, because it may not be, you know what I mean?
It's funny you should say that, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And it has taken me some years to even build up the strength to just say,
but who's telling you to do it, and what is making you feel like you need to do it?
The constant bleeding, all the blood transfusions, the in and out of the hospital, Yeah, like I'm always hemorrhaging to where I need to go and get blood transfusions, the chronic pain, the pain, whether you're bleeding, whether you're not bleeding, having no more than 2 weeks at a time in between periods, it's a mess.
Okay,
Always
got
being
you.
because my iron is low, and it's at this point where my physical me is making the decision before my mental me. Does that make sense?
Got you,
Because I
got you,
don't
got
want to
you.
do it at all.
Yeah, and what holistic stuff have you, because there's like Queen of Food, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, because a health decision like that is a personal one.
No, but you can help me.
Well, you know what? I'm not looking at the comments right now, but I already know whenever we start talking about health stuff, people know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And I know Queen of Fua has a uterine program. So I would look at her and see and then also castor oil packs. An associate of mine or a friend of mine, she has really, really, really heavy periods, and they say she has endometriosis. She started doing castor oil packs, and she found relief and regularity with that. So I don't know. I know what it's like to be scared about a medical decision or be apprehensive about a medical decision. So look into all of your options. Look inside the comments, and let people guide you. Let the universe guide you to where it is that you need to be, because
I'm starting to feel like that's what happened today, because I had no business on Facebook, and I was watching one of your old videos when a notification came up that you were live. I did not think I was going to be calling you today.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take a look at some of the comments right now. But, let's see.
Let me get back to my phone. I was trying to stay away from the phone. I didn't want it to give any feedback or anything.
Okay. They said do some womb healing. Some people are telling you to inbox them. Oh, wait, that's an inbox Cash App blessing. Let me block this person. We're talking about something serious. Okay. Some people are saying change your diet, but she's saying she has scar tissue. So how does scar tissue affect a person's diet?
That's what I was thinking too. Like I was also, because I'm very smart, and anything that I do has to make sense. Scientifically, it has to make sense.
Yeah, I feel you.
I try to think about all the things. Like, yeah, okay, I may be able to go a holistic route to get rid of the fibroids. That's a no-brainer. But how do you get rid of scar tissue?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna send some positive vibration out to you in the universe, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Meditate on it, listen to your internal guiding, and continue going forward. Okay?
Thank you. And I think that was probably the real reason why I was meant to call you today. Thank you so much, Tanya. I really appreciate you. And to all your fans, thank you. I hope you post this so I can read their comments later for anyone that is helpful. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and this is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter Periscope. So just make sure you also go over to YouTube and see what comments may be over there for you as well. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
All right. We love you.
We love you more. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate all of you for being here and calling in and being a part of the comments, entertaining one another. I am autographing books right now, and the phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. You can call in. I'm going to read the rest of the Cash Apps in a moment. This book is for Deb in Glen Heights, Texas. Your book is on the way, my dear. Your book is on the way. Actually, it's more than one book. It's 2 books. But there's no name for the second person, so I'm just going to do a standard autograph for that person. All right. Come in. Just a little bit. I'm on camera right now.
I came back, but I'm going to go back.
Okay, where are you going? Hold on, let me put my thing on mute. Hold on. Give me 1 second, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, that's fine, Tanya. TKO, this is Mike.
My troll from last night counting my money.
Count the cash apps. I had to come on here. Listen, I was thinking about this last night. Like, I love you so much.
Do you?
I do. I really do. And a lot of us love you on here. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the cash app. Get your money. Keep inspiring people. You know what I mean? Keep encouraging people about self-love. I saw that you were doing autographs for your book today. I want to know how I can get a copy. So,
why is it that people still don't know how to get a copy of my book? Let me ask you, where do you think you can get a copy of it, if you had to guess?
I think you probably can go to your website.
Okay. Exactly.
But okay, so is that how I go and get it?
Yes, that's how you get it. Because I was saying it last night on the show. But you just wanted to call in so you could try to flex on the phone so people could hear your voice and be like, ooh, drip, drip. He got nice voice. Is this you? Is this you sending a cash app through, Mike? Let me see. You hear him?
It's not even about a drip, drip. Listen, I love your show, okay?
What is it that you love about the show, Mike? What is it that you love about the show?
Well, I love that you, like you say in your intro, we use teachable moments. We use viral topics to do teachable moments to, see how that reflects in self-love in our life. And, it's very important that this show, sometimes the stuff you talk about, I don't agree with it. But for the most part,
what don't you agree with? Since that's going to be the first thing you're going to say in your line, what don't you agree with?
Well, I think sometimes the way I saw Instagram with you, and I saw Instagram, and you were saying about men, you were talking about men, and you was like, well, women go out here.
Yes, looking for love, and men are looking for their next conquest.
For their next nut. Right.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of truth in that, like how you say there's a little bit of truth in every joke.
Ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke. But the truth is that I don't think all men operate like
that. Who said all men?
Black men.
Who said all men? When did I say all men?
It came off across like that.
It came off across to you in your scope of comprehension that I said all men, even though I did not state all men.
You didn't say all men specifically, but it seemed implied that all black men.
And then you put in the word black on there too. So now I'm talking about all black men. Of course, you're going to disagree when you start adding your own words and qualifiers to it. Of course, you're going to disagree. Let me ask you this question, right?
Go ahead.
Do you think the average man out there is looking for love and taught to go out there looking for love in the ways that girls are taught to go out there looking for love? Let me hear you sit up on my phone and tell the truth today.
Okay. I would say yes and no.
You tell the truth, Mike. I'm talking about average, not no is a specific person. I'm talking about across the board. Do you think that the average young man is taught to go out there looking for love in the ways that the average young girl is taught to go out there looking for love? Come tell the truth on my phone, the same way that you would tell the truth to your daughter.
Let me answer the question.
I gave you a chance to answer the question before you started lying. The same way that and I'm giving you a qualifier, the same way that you would talk to your daughter. Talk to us here today.
Okay, I would say no. But do you blanket that for every man?
Did you hear me say every man? But the thing is that are you going to go out there when it's time for you got daughters yet?
Not yet.
You got sons?
I don't have any kids yet.
You're child free. Okay, so when you have a daughter and you spend and invest your time in loving her and raising her and buying her all of these wonderful clothes and getting her the best lessons, and when it's time for her to go out there and you know that there's young boys out there that she's going to be dating, are you going to pull her aside and said, well, you know, not every young guy out there just wants your pussy. Go give them each a chance. Is that what you're going to tell her, Mike?
No,
take your pussy and go invest and see whether or not there's some frogs that your pussy can kiss and turn into a prince.
That is a leading question. That's a leading question.
It's not a leading question.
That's not a leading question?
No,
let me
put on some eyebrows because I hate when I be screaming and I don't have on eyebrows.
If I'm a girl dad, I'm going to be extra cautious. I'm going to be like, listen, you got to
right, but when it comes to other men's daughters, you want me to stand up there giving qualifiers that you wouldn't give to your own daughter. Now you're silent talking about some
I just think I feel like it's a blanket effect with you. Like you generalize things.
Listen, I'm talking to women at large. So I'm talking about the population at large. You don't ever hear me say all men. And I am not going to allow you all to put me into no fucking category where I got to sit down here and then be like, well, remember, it's not all of these men out here. Remember, there's some good ones out there. Take your pussy and try them all. Come on now. I ain't going to do it.
Okay, you got that. I'm going to give that to you. You got that. All right. But I just really wanted to talk to you and just say I appreciate you.
No, you don't appreciate me because on the one hand, you want to try to peep game. On the other hand, you want me to shut up and not tell the game.
No, that's not at all. That's not what it is at all. Why would I want you to silence your voice? That's not anything what I'm trying to say. But I can agree to disagree. We're mature adults.
There's nothing that you can disagree with.
So you got all the answers.
I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but you cannot disagree that what it is that I'm saying is the truth. What is it? You have not said anything that I've said that is a lie. The only thing that you're doing is coming up telling me that I need to start adding some qualifiers, like how these other bloggers are over here jumping over your double Dutch rope-a-dope words out there talking about, remember, not all men. No, I'm not going to be out here doing that. I'm not going to do that.
I not get it, but it's just like if you're gonna tell the truth, what your channel is all about, tell the whole truth, right? Don't just tell.
And I'm telling the truth about the population at large, the average person, the average man.
Average person.
Yes, the average man. Yes, I'm telling the truth about the average. And actually, as a matter of fact, listen, average is a low estimate because I would say the vast majority of men are taught to go out there and treat girls like treat girls like something to be conquered, collected, or
discarded.
I don't even know about the discarded part, but to go out there and not really see them as a full human entity, but one that they brag amongst themselves about being able to copulate with the most amount of them. So come on.
So like basically like trophies, but not actually like looking at somebody as an investment. Like how it says not to get preachy in the Bible, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, like that type of thing. But just like out there, just trying to tally off another checklist on their board. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I don't necessarily know if I would say like a checklist on the board. What I will say is like you know how when you get hungry, you go out and you eat, right?
Right.
I think that for the most part, men, young men are taught to go out there and satisfy his urges into the whole of some other man's daughter. And once his urge is satisfied, what happens after that is really a matter of choice of what he chooses to do. If he chooses to move on, he moves on. If he chooses to stay, he stays. But then when that urge comes again, he can satisfy it with her or another person or another man's daughter.
Okay, so this sounds like a lot about instant gratification. So you don't think it goes both ways? You don't think women out here are doing the same thing?
In terms of looking for a loaded penis to jump up on top to get there.
Hell yeah.
When 75% of interactions, the young lady is not even having an orgasm. No, absolutely not. I think that what they're doing is they're going looking for comfort. They're going looking for acceptance. They're going looking for a way for somebody to want to protect them. They're going looking for a way for someone to cover them and lead them. I think that's what they're going out there doing. And then they realize as they're laying there in the wet spot of the bed and he's pulling up his mother effing pants talking about thank you, it's been fun. And she's sitting there wondering, what was it about her that wasn't good enough to make him want to stay there for the night? And she doesn't realize it's not her, it's him. And then I get so sick and tired of people like you coming into my realm who have not yet had daughters. And then once you take your sack, squeeze it up tight enough and push some daughters out into the world, then you want to come back around and be like, oh, Tanya, please teach my youngins. But when I'm trying to teach people to stay away from people who got mentalities like so many out there, then all of a sudden you're like, not all men's. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is that no matter what you say, like it's always gonna be a different, the different end of the spectrum. Nothing is never gonna be perfect. Nothing is written in
Who
stone.
said anything about perfection?
There's always going to be an opportunist, whether it be on the male side, whether it be on the female side. It's just what you want to talk about more, right? So it's always going to be on both sides. I feel like
this is, you know what? I think, listen, and you know what? I'm going to talk about black men on this one because you're a black man, and I get sick and doggone tired of you. Let
me know.
I get sick and tired of you men, you black men, coming out talking about as soon as somebody says something you don't like about dating or genders, then all of a sudden you're like, what about women? It's women's too. Women's just do it too, And it's sickening. It's like black men do not want to take accountability.
Like I was in slavery days, my God.
That's the way the typical man sounds.
Women's do it too, massa. Yes, massa. I'm sorry, massa. But women's is out here too, and they tricking on the niggas, massa. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to give that off.
Listen, Kayla in Baton Rouge, your book is on the way. So come on now. Why is it that black men do not want to take...
I'm going to buy this book. I'm going to go to your website. I'm going to buy this book. I don't care. Sometimes I heard yesterday, I think somebody said to you yesterday was like, maybe it's the tone. Maybe it's the way you say things. Maybe it's your delivery. Mm-hmm. And I think that might have a little part to it, but truth is still truth. You know what I mean? No matter how you deliver it. So you can sit up here and say, well, you appreciate me with this, but then you don't appreciate me with this. So really you feel like it's like kind of hate love, or it's like it's bittersweet. It's not. It's all love over here. I promise you.
You know something? It's like you want to hug me around my back while you punching me in my stomach.
I do. I literally love
you. Want to hug me around my back while you punching me in my stomach?
Because we on live.
Listen, I said, you're not listening to me. See? I said you want to hug me around my back while you punching me in my stomach. And you said, yeah, that's what I want to do.
No, I don't want to punch you in your stomach.
That's what you're doing. Right? You're giving me these blows while you're trying to give me a compliment at the same time.
I'm not the type of person that, like, what you're equivocating that too is like somebody who's going to give you like that backhand compliment.
That's like, exactly what you're doing.
But you trash. Like, no.
Listen, you talking about my delivery. I love you, but somebody said last night it could be your delivery. And don't make me stand up and start grabbing my crotchicles. And what
your crotchicles?
My crotchicles. Don't make me grab.
Is that a word?
Don't make me stand up and start grabbing it. Don't make me.
Crotchicles?
Exactly.
That's really a knockout. Listen, I love you. I'm going to buy your book. Let me let you get to the next caller. I appreciate this conversation. You definitely, gave me a lot of insight and enlightenment, and I will follow along, right? I'll do this. I will behave. Okay?
You don't have to behave. Be yourself, because you are telling on yourself. You representing yourself. The women get a chance to see who you truly want to represent as. So be yourself. I don't tell men who to be, because there's a lot of people out there that's like, oh, tell men to know. I let men be men. Go be yourself, because I don't try to change men. Either you come in a package that I can fully accept, or I can accept and be able to accept 80-20 of and be all right with that, or you got to go. It's as simple as that. But be yourself. Don't try to change. Because when you try to change, it only happens temporarily. And the next thing you know, you standing over there with your balls in a bunch, defibrillating on the side. Your heart is aching on the inside. You're crumbling, and you don't know what to do with yourself. Just go ahead and be yourself.
And now I'm grabbing my crotchicles. So we don't want to do that.
So. You don't have a crotchicle. If you do, listen, my crotchicle is flat. If yours is flat too, then me and you, we might be on the same page then.
All right.
You gotta pat your front crotch, baby. Pat it flat. That's how it is over there. I
gotta take these briefs off and let the balls breathe.
Okay, but maybe they a little tight up on there. If they so flat that you got a crotchicle flattened up there in the front over there. I don't know. Listen.
Yeah, I appreciate this. You made my day today. Well, anyways, God bless everybody on here. I love all of y'all. Peace, blessings, prosperity. Claim it. And I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So listen. He said he's gonna grab his crotchicle. You're gonna do the butterfly too while you're grabbing your crotchicle. Them just pat it in the front, pat. That's how you're gonna do, and then go knock your balls back up into your body. This is you don't want to do what I do over here. This is what I'm saying. Men need to stay in men's lanes. You don't pat your crotchicles, sir. If you do, then you like the swinging. You might end up hurting yourself. Don't hurt yourself over there, son. Don't hurt yourself. Anyway, listen. Who book was this we just did? All right, so we got Ebony in Barrington, Illinois. Your book is on the way. This is somebody talk about the crotch spray. You talk about with that preacher, this spray in the crotch spray. Anyway, y'all are crazy. Oh, let me read these cash apps, because this is too much now. This is too doggone much. These crazy people out here. All right. Okay. MB says, is that Winterfresh or Double Mint? It was actually 5. The gum that says 5 on it, it was spearmint. It was good too. It was good. That's why I couldn't stop chewing it until I did, because I know it don't look good on camera to be chewing. Antoine says $5 and says, yes, Aquarius overanalyze everything with a scrunched face. Is that true? She says she was intuitive because she's Aquarius, not that she overanalyzes. And then Antoine sends another $5 and says, amongst all, she has good energy. Salute, Aquarian. Oh, hearts back to you. Thank you. And Melvin says $5 and says, support and keep up the work of helping others love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because that last man who called in, he was trying to hug from one side, punch from the other. That's how they do it. All right. And then so someone else is asking me to inbox them. What are we? Okay. What are we inboxing about? But I will leave that unhearted so I can come back through. All right. Tracy sends $50 and says, thank you, sister. You're a blessing. Thank you. You're a blessing. Hello. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. And then Shay says, for I have a possible show topic. I believe that's what it says. All right. I will holler at you. All right. I'll holler at you. I'll holler. All right. So, Ebony, let's get your book together. We need the next phone call. It is 323-488-3149. Oh, wow. The postal person said he was going to be here at 6:30, but the bell hasn't rung yet. Oh, well, we have some more time then. Okay. Next up, who is there? That was something else. I tell you. These people out here, they be doing the most sometimes. Why do people find the need to be like, I don't always agree? That's how they started. Nobody said you had to always agree, but why start your quote unquote compliment off like that? Ay, ay, ay. All right. Let's see. All right. Phone lines open 323-488-3149. Yes, the postal person is coming to pick up the packages. Somebody's like, the postal person. Yes, the postal person. Vessi says, would you date a man that looked like Nosferatu? See, what is wrong with some of you? Nosferatu was like Dracula, right? But not even the cute Dracula, the nasty looking one with the disgusting white up face with all them wrinkles in it and that bouffant atop his head, the one that moved without moving his feet. That's what Nosferatu is, them long fingers. Hell to the no, never. So he could come and bite my neck in the middle of the damn night. I'd be mesmerized. I'd be like, come in. No, not me. Not me. I wouldn't date anyone that looked like Blackula either. Not me. You could keep that. All right. Waiting to do the next label. What's going on with the phone lines? Nobody's calling in to keep me entertained? Okay, we got our next victim. I mean caller. Our caller. Next caller. All right, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Tashana.
Hi, Tashana. It's almost like T'Challa. All right, so what's going on, Black Pantheress?
Nothing much. I caught not probably the majority of that last call, but I was just so resonating with what you were saying and his question to you about, oh, well, there's some women who do it too. And it's like, okay, let's stop with there's some this or there's some that. There's always going to be outliers in any situation. But prime examples of the some women, I guess you can say, that many might have considered at different points in their life, maybe promiscuous or whatever. When they get into relationships, they're much more likely to be faithful in their serious relationships and or their marriages than, say, a man who spent the majority of his life being promiscuous. And we see this all the time, like in live. I hate to use Love and Hip Hop in those types of shows, but if you look at the women even on those shows, once they're with these celebrity men, whatever their profession might be, music, basketball, whatever, you see oftentimes that the men are still stepping out on their wives or their wives that they were once with that they're no longer with now is due to infidelity. And then you see these women who were in a, let's say, certain type of lifestyle, but they were much more likely and were in their relationships usually the faithful ones, crying over these men who continue to live single lives even once they were married to these women and had children with these women. And whether or not, these women were, quote unquote, good girls, good women before they got married, they became that once they were married 9 times out of 10 in these situations, whereas the man still never did and never does. And it validates exactly what you were saying when you were saying that usually a lot of the time when women are out there doing, being quote unquote promiscuous, they're oftentimes looking for a comfort, or they're looking for somebody to protect, or somebody that they can trust. And if they think they found that, they will usually, more likely than men, convert to being, monogamous, faithful, trustworthy, that sort of thing. And the men tend to oftentimes still never do. And it's like, you see this over and over. I've seen it in my personal life with other women who live, you know, a certain way, and then once they were in something serious or married, they live completely the opposite type of a lifestyle. And it's like, you still rarely ever see that in men, period, single or married.
Well, until that testosterone plummets.
And it's so frustrating that it's like, so many people act like they can't admit that when it's just all around. It's like, open your eyes. Like, we know that there are always going to be one or some. There's going to be outliers, of course, on both ends. Mm-hmm. But yes, the vast majority, if anybody wants to keep it real about it, it's like, if is this even a question?
You know, they want you to think that it is. They want you to be like, oh, but look at women. I mean, you even heard he said he was going to pat his crotchicle, but that don't what women do, you don't.
Yeah, it's frustrating to me, because it's like, as long as people keep like trying to use these I want to find a nice way to put it, but it's like this BS. But what about the two women over here that still live this way?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'll say about you. This is what I'll say about women. Women produce oxytocin at a rate at about 5 times that of men. So we are going to want to peer bond much. We're going to just have that natural inclination inside of us. And Tanya sends $20 and says, thanks for keeping me entertained at work. You're welcome. I appreciate you participating in the comments and showing up at the shows. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. All right. So,
well, thank you for taking my call, and I'm going to get back to my little one now, but it's just so frustrating to I hear this all the time, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay. These excuses, like,
yeah, it's like they really don't want to look at themselves. They want to look at the best, most idealistic version of themselves, you know, and it's like, but is that a representation of the norm?
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not even close.
Yeah, but then the thing about it is that once they have daughters, then they want to start teaching the game that they want to try to stop me from teaching.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's so hypocritical, and it's almost disgusting.
You sound frustrated, my dear. Keep your head up.
Well, you have a good day, and I love your show.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. So we had Mari in Sacramento, Deborah in Glen Heights. Your 2 books are on their way to you. We had Ebony in Barrington. We got that one already. Wanda in College Station. Your book is on the way. Phone lines are open. I'm waiting for the next caller. 323. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. This is Ebony calling.
Hey, are you the Ebony we're sending this book to?
Yes, I am.
Oh, shout out to Ebony on the line. Go ahead, Ebony. Your book is on the way. So you are out there in Barrington?
Yes.
That is such a dope sounding city, Barrington.
Yeah. It's Caucasian land. I'm one of the few Black folks in this.
Oh, I thought Barrington sound, but you know they got the Barrington Levy, so that sounds Caribbean to me. So I did not know. Go ahead now.
Yes. I'm so happy to make contact with you, Tanya. Oh my God, you just don't know.
Oh, well, tell us about it.
Well, I flew past one of your lives probably maybe a month or so ago, and I have been an avid fan.
Oh, nice.
You just speak to my spirit and my soul so much.
Thank you.
Definitely been on this quest of self-love for the past couple years, and you came along, and it was so resonating. Everything that you said, it was like just that like-mindedness in the universe came to me, and I'm just excited to finally just make contact with you.
Yay, how sweet. I'm happy that you were able to get through too. It's very rare that somebody whose book I'm signing happens to be on the air. Were you surprised when you heard it?
Tanya, I sent you a Cash App and said, I hope you're signing my book. You got my Cash App, then you got the book, and then I get through. When I tell you the universe is aligned for us, girl.
Yes, it is. You are so funny. You are so funny. Let me check the date that I'm on right now. No, you ain't getting off just yet. You got to entertain me. This is you keeping me company. So we are on to March 21st right now, and we got Wanda in College Station. Your book is on the way, my dear. All right, so go ahead now, Ebony. Tell me something to keep me entertained for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, well, sure, no problem. Well, I do have some hope for the ladies out there. There are some men out there that are doing the work. I just recently met a good guy. I am speaking highly of him. We are doing the work. I do include him in on Tanya's videos, and we kind of have those intelligent discussions where we have banter back and forth on it.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just ladies. There are good guys out here. You just got to be a little bit patient with them
until their testosterone plummets.
Yeah, it's a little bit of patience with them. We want some patience out of them with us. I definitely had to do some things, some looking on the inside myself, in order to accept his love. I'm 36. I don't have anyone who's married in my family, immediate. So I've never seen it. You know, my sisters, my mom, no one is married. I come from the projects.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mom, she's in the crack era. She smoked crack. So like it's a lot of things that were put in front of me where I really didn't quite see that ever being a possibility. And I've always just kind of gone through life as a fighter and being angry and always defensive on a lot of things. Always ready to defend whatever it is. My actions, my words, everything. And now that I've finally met someone who kind of understands that struggle, because he didn't get it. You know, he didn't. He's a black man. He's in corporate America. He makes good money. He's this, that. He didn't even know half the things that I was telling him even existed with me just in my office. You know, I work. I tell him like the 72-year-old office manager. She came up to me and just touched my hair. You know. I'm like, just little things like that where I had to compose myself and keep my cool and maintain some decorum in the office. He didn't even know that it went down to small things like that.
Yeah.
Just us talking about it, he's like, wow, you know, I never thought about it that deep. I never knew it went that deep. You know, I told him I even had to just get myself together to respond to her doing that to me. You know, I'm like, do I want to be the angry black girl? No, I don't want to do that. Do I want to, you know, slap her hand, like, what do I do? And I'm like, you don't know how it feels to have to calculate every single move you make.
Yeah.
So, but meeting him, and it's been about 7 months now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got some time in. You think he's the one?
Tanya, I know he's the one.
Ooh, all right. So we're going to get some wedding invitations sent out soon. Hold on.
Yes.
Shavana in Sacramento, your package is on the way. All right. Okay. So you know he's the one. Have you all started having them talks already?
Yeah, we already have it. Tomorrow we're actually closing on a house.
Wait, so you all are buying the house before the paperwork is signed?
Yeah, we're doing it. Well, I know. I don't even see your face right now.
Yo, you can see my face in your mind.
But yes, Tanya, we're doing the house thing.
Why is it that you all are buying a house before getting married?
Well, it's actually a timing thing. I didn't want to renew my lease. It's up in a couple months. He didn't want to renew his lease either. So we kind of just did both of us were in our pre-approval at the time. So I was already in my pre-approval for a house. He was too when we met. So we kind of just decided on which person.
So when is the wedding supposed to be? Has he even asked yet?
We've already been talking about it. We've actually gone ring shopping and gotten size and kind of got the pre-approval for that as well. For
A pre-approval for a ring?
Yeah, we kind of just did the credit, in-store credit, where they, when you go in there, they're always offering you credit.
We did the in-store credit? You buying your own ring, Ebony?
No, we did the credit, Tanya. So we're doing Yes. So we're building credit together, Tanya.
You building credit buying your own ring?
No, I'm not buying my own ring.
Because you keep saying we, so I need to understand. Because this sounded like a fantasy at first, and then now it sounded like something else.
When you do a credit card, when you do a credit card, you add an authorized user. That's what I mean. So we were adding each other to our account. So when we went in and did it, we added each other as authorized users. So it wasn't like I'm buying my own ring. We applied for a credit card.
So it's your credit card.
No, I'm authorized. I mean, we're authorized users.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just asking questions for clarity.
Yeah, I'm explaining. I'm being transparent.
Because you said we went in and got the credit for the ring.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it's a credit. So like Cade, they have a credit card. He applied for the credit card, and then they ask you if you want to add somebody to the card.
Right, so that if the first person don't pay, the next person has to.
Oh, well, it's not even a matter of paying. We ain't worried about paying, sir.
Listen, I'm only reiterating what an authorized.
Just let you know, we ain't worried about paying. Like that's the least of our worries as far as paying. We did that because that's kind of why we went in on the pre-approval together, because we're building each other's credit.
But you said you building credit with some store card?
Yeah, not just that card. We've gone in on a couple things. It's been almost a year now, so we've gotten a couple things together. Yeah,
it's been half a year and a month. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen, I have all of the hope in the world for you two.
Please.
I have all of the hope in the world. I'm confused though. You said that you were pre-approved for a house, which means that you already have credit. Because you can't get pre-approved for a house without credit.
Right.
So I'm wondering, why did you need some store credit card? What is that? They're not really.
It wasn't a need thing. It wasn't a need. Neither one of us needed it, because as I stated, we both had our own credit approval, our own home approvals when we met. We were doing it to build on each other. We have a plan. We have things that we're going to the table to do, investment properties and stuff, that we have a game plan. So what we're doing is we're going to use his credit first for this property. We're going to use my credit for this property. So we're kind of boosting each other's credit up.
I beg you with all my heart, please form an entity.
That's what I was going to tell you next. We actually have a trust. So we have a trust. We kind of.
Because the thing that I'm confused about, right? This is what I'm confused about. Some of these stores don't report to the 3 bureaus, so it's like, what is the point in getting some store credit card if most of them don't even report? It's not like that's a credit building tool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this one is, Tanya.
This one reports to all 3 bureaus?
Yeah, this one is through community. It's real.
And you needed, so we're saying that this ring.
No, I didn't need it.
So hold on. Are we saying that this ring is tens of thousands of dollars, and that you got a credit line of at least $25,000 or plus $1,000? That's what we're saying?
No, we're not going that deep. No, we don't need a ring that expensive. It's not that expensive. We didn't do it that expensive. We literally weren't even going in there to buy a ring. We were just going in there to look, kind of window shop. And of course, the salesmen, they kind of draw you in the longer you're in there and try to sell you. And so we were trying on rings and just looking at rings. And then they were like, oh, we have store credit. Let's run your credit. So he ran his credit. He got approved for it. And they were like, oh, we could add an authorized user to the account. When they mail the card, they'll mail a card out to you and her, da-da-da-da-da. And that was literally how we went.
Right. And listen, I love your story, and it has entertained me. Thank you.
Good.
I'm just wondering, right? because having credit cards for low credit limits doesn't actually really help. It hinders because it makes it seem, because if you're not going to have, like, if you're going to get a big credit line, $50,000, $25,000, I'm like, okay. But if you're getting, if you're applying for credit for a small card, like $3,000 or something like that, then it's like, why put that so that now we have another card added to the list that is not going to be a card that's going to be expanding so that your utilization, so that your credit utilization is lower. Do you know what I mean? So if they give you $3,000 limit and you buy a $3,000 ring, then your credit utilization is 100%. It's not like we're talking about a $25,000 line. So that is my only concern. And I know people say I badger my callers. I do not want to badger you. I love you, Ebony.
We're not badgering.
Okay.
I don't even think, honestly, I thought about it that deep because, like I said, we didn't go in there for that purpose. You know, he kind of just caught us while we were in there looking. So, like, and we thought it was a good idea, you know, at the time.
Okay.
At the table, okay, you know, we're moving forward with this. We didn't add each other. Let's just do it that way. It wasn't, you know, I don't think we put in a lot of thought, like, oh yeah, this is a small limit. We're not looking for rings this expensive. Let's not do that. It was like, you know, I guess you kind of got caught into the sale.
Yeah, but you know what? And I'm going to say this. Part of having great credit is protecting your credit and growing it wisely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not just going and hopping into a store one day and being like, oh, let me go apply for a new card. It's like, it has to make sense. Like, if you were like, oh, we got that Amex and he put me on a card with a 100K limit or a 50K or 25K limit, I'd be like, oh, Eb.
Well, he did put me on that one.
Okay.
He did put me on that one. He had that one before me, but he did put me on that one. That was kind of the sense when we were going through with adding each other. That's why I don't think I thought as deep as you were saying, like, you know, it's a small limit. You know,
and your phone is getting muffled now too. Your phone is muffled, my dear.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't think I thought about it as deep as you know, put it into terms. It was just like, you know, yeah, we've been doing it. Yeah, let's do it. We're growing together. Let's do it. I didn't think about it in that realm. Both of us are, you know, gainfully employed, and we do very well with each other. So I wasn't even thinking about as far as paying it either. You know, we didn't even buy a ring when we left. We didn't even buy a ring. We left without getting anything. We just were looking. We got sized, and that was it.
So you went to a store, applied for credit, had yourself added, didn't get a ring.
No, we wound up not even getting the ring. Like,
so why do you have like credit from this store? Is the store that fantastic and nationwide and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It pays.
Okay. Every kiss begins with K.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I think we just kind of got caught up in that sale, honestly. And it was rings in there that I liked and that I wanted, and we were considering it, and we're still gonna do it. But I don't think that we are gonna go with those rings that we saw, or one of those that we saw.
Okay.
None of those were like, oh, I have to leave here with it. You know, I want that one. I didn't leave there with that energy for any of those rings. Okay.
All right. Well, we have Nicole in Vallejo. Callie, your book is on the. Oh, okay. I did have it cut. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm getting. I'm in a trance right now. Okay. So, Ebony, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you. Did entertain me. That you did do. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So lines are open. I'm going to sign a few more books, but I wonder what's going on with this. Let me check what's going on with the postal person. All right. Let's read some of these cash apps then. Listen, I love. I know sometimes we can get so caught up. Sometimes horse seems like it's going before the cart, but look, when you know, nobody can tell you any different. So Hey, Chalet sends $5. It says, Tanya, is my package on the way? Okay, let's take a look and see. I don't see a Chalet in here. We're doing March 21st right now, so I do not see a Chalet between March 20th and March 21st. So I don't see that. I don't see a Chalet just yet. I don't see that. No, I don't see that yet. I see a lot of different names, but not Chalet. What? I don't know. When did you order, Chalet? When did you order? All right. Phone lines are open 323-488-3149. We're just shooting the breeze, talking about anything under the sun. Call and entertain me while I'm signing books. That's the name of today's game. Call and entertain. So we got Tasha in Worcester, Massachusetts. Your book is going to be on the way. I'm printing a label right now. 323-488-3149. Oh, Lord. Somebody send me something talking about some religious message. Ain't got nothing to do with me, child. All right. Let me get this together. 323-488. Is everybody afraid to call in now? Or there's just probably not enough people on the line? Most people are probably working right now. I need somebody to call in and keep me company. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here in silence because I don't have my face on the screen because I have my face in the program getting these labels and books together. All right, let's see. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
This is Jennifer, Just Jay.
Hey, Just Jay.
How you doing, friend?
How are you doing?
I'm all right, maintaining.
You always showing up and showing out in these comments. What's going on with you?
Listen, I try to behave, child, but the energy is nice in the chat for the most part, unless people trolling.
Yeah,
you got a little sisterhood going on,
That's the way it is when it's just this. I think there's only like 200 people on here between the three platforms. So it's a nice small little broadcast. It didn't attract it didn't attract the people coming to the viral topics.
Right. Well, we don't need them right now. Sometimes you got to stick to the tribe that that is for you. And that's what I do find interesting, you know what I'm saying, on the page. And I know this whole troll thing is just a movement and whatnot nowadays, but I just don't understand. Like, to me, it just seems like self-abuse. Like, if something don't resonate with you, why you here? Go where it resonates. You know what I'm saying? Find your tribe. We the people that understand the level of inflection and tone in the chat, get one another. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's all good. It's a process for everybody. But, since that just called, listen, I just want to tell you, I done made enough mistakes in my life. Okay? So all I want to say is let the oxytocin calm down first. Because the oxytocin levels get high, and listen, we be moving too fast.
Really? Okay.
So.
But you know what I'll say, because listen, I don't like when callers call in to talk about other callers, because
I hear you.
Okay. Because then also we don't know the ins and outs.
Smash nobody.
Huh?
Yeah.
We don't know the ins and outs
of love.
Okay.
That's true. I do wish her well, though.
Yes.
I'll just tell you about myself, though.
Yes, tell me and entertain us today.
When I'm dating folks, I realize, as you said, when oxytocin levels increase, we just created a care bond with a man, And so what I've learned to do is give myself space, because when that oxytocin kick up, you're excited, you're talking on the phone for hours, and it's all beautiful. And I just have to allow myself to let the chemicals run through the system. You know what I'm saying? And then once they die down, then you can approach things from a more, I guess, rational perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like we're always rational when the chemicals are pumping.
Yeah,
And I
know
think that's another
right.
reason why it's wise. For me personally, I like to sit back a little bit more now because I've always been a rush kind of person. So now I sit back and I realize for me, it's about being fueled in fear. Fear of not having what you want before you die. Fear of, oh, I'm getting too old. Fear with society standards, you know, all that. And that just causes sometimes us to move too fast because, you know, those decisions are being based in fear. And I realize most of my relationships in my life have been based on fear.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, because society said, oh, by this age, you should have this. And by this age, oh, why you not settled down yet? And so for years, I lived by what society said I should have had done. But in actuality, you waste more time. You waste more time trying to find what society wants because it's not your truth. You know?
Yeah. So where you at now in the process?
Now, listen, child, I don't even know what I want to be when I grow up. I'm just going with the flow.
You sound grown.
I'm full grown, but I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
So wait, so are you having a change in career? What's going on?
Well, I had emailed you the other day. I had shoulder surgery. So
that's right. Oh, look, my back was hurting last night. I do need you to send me that thing.
Listen, I told you, and I was like, I hope she don't think I'm saying that because she was getting worked up in the thing, but I just kept looking at
you. Said my arm was spasming.
It looked like you had a knot in there, and you thought I was talking about a seizure. And I'm like, no.
Nobody said nothing about no doggone seizure now.
Well, you was twitching on the camera, so I'm like, nah, I ain't saying she was twitching. Like,
what is wrong with you? You are so silly.
But yeah, so yeah, that was my thought. But yeah, most of my work has been like with my hands, whether it's been cooking, food retail, cake decorating, massage therapy. And so I had my rotator cuff tore, and I had that repaired, and it's on my left hand, which is my dominant hand. So I'm
you're a lefty
right now, but
I should have known.
Yes, child, lefty all day, honey. I do all kinds of stuff. I doodle. So listen, my mind be on the move. That's why I be trying to calm down in the comments because I be all over the place. I know they be like, what is this girl talking about? I be like, listen.
You are so
if you
silly.
Only knew, my brain is like 1 million TVs and they all on different channels.
Wait a minute. That sounds like something else is going on. Like you about to be in a Lifetime movie.
No, that's just ADHD, but it's on good channels. It's on like DIY.
Okay, so it's not on one of those channels where everybody in the hotel got the same birth date. And then the next thing you know,
it ain't on one of them channels. It's on DIY channels and Food Network, child, and lifestyle channels.
Okay, so look, we got Kenesha in Lady Lake. Your book is on the way.
Nice, and the book is so beautiful. I love that book.
Thank you. Have you written in yours?
I honestly don't like writing in it. Yeah, I got
okay.
Mine. Yeah, I don't like writing in it, so I photocopy my pages and then I just write on my pages like in my little journal thing.
However you want to do it, but you deserve to write in your own book.
And sending it out to the world. Because I like to do stuff over, you know what I'm saying? So if I need to reflect and go back.
Yeah, but you know what? I've been working in the same book for more than a year. It takes a while to get through all of the pages. Yeah.
Yeah, when you really take it in and just digest and, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, because each one, you just write 3 affirmations a night and then you just cycle through and then you write your journal stuff and all of that. So yeah, so I've been working in the same book for a little more than a year. So I don't find that it gets used up quickly. I haven't found that.
Okay. See, that's my problem. I was afraid to mess it up because it's so pretty, and I like to look at the images and stuff too because the colors and just the flowers and stuff are very meditative. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in your quiet time, you can just take it all in.
Yeah.
So people who believe in the book or don't believe in the book, you know, it's about doing the work. So you know.
Yeah.
Like I said in the chat the other day, you can learn some crap on crackers if you look at it long enough. You just have to be open to learn.
You can learn some what?
I didn't want to say the S word. I said cat crap on crackers.
Cat crap on crackers? But why would somebody want to do that?
I'm just saying, you can learn from anything. That's the point.
You can learn from a cat feces on a cracker. What you going to learn from that?
Well,
how to get your cat out your damn kitchen?
Listen, okay, let's try to break it down.
Do
okay?
people need to be concerned about you with the potluck? That's what I need to know. Because if that's how you doing it.
No, not at all. Okay, so the cracker, let's break it down. We can make a, you can make a sermon out of anything. The cracker got salt on it. Salt is nutrients that help the muscles and help the movement, right? Because if you low on sodium,
hold on. Post office calling me. Hold on.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, how long? Oh no! It's just they're books, so
I need my packages.
They're books, so you could grab them in your hand.
Act like you ain't wanna come.
I'm sorry, I'm broadcasting live right now, and that's the young lady on the phone talking. All right, bye. I told you, hold on. Why were you still speaking?
Well, I ain't know that meant I wasn't supposed to talk. Listen, I told you a million TV, Sonya. This is why I be trying to learn.
So you be over there talking to yourself?
I talk to myself sometimes.
Oh, Lord. And now you trying to get my address?
If you answer, and sometimes I might answer depending on how I know that is.
You ain't showing up at my place, dear.
Oh, good, honey. Sometimes you gotta talk yourself through stuff.
Lord have mercy. I don't know what is going on. All right.
I don't know either, but I do know you need to keep doing your thing. Yesterday, though, you made me sad because you looked like you was gonna cry for a second yesterday.
When
we was in the little late night, whatever the thing was.
Was I talking about my near-death experience?
You you was upset talking about people who need to leave you alone. You just want to be yourself, and they're gonna silence you, or they was trying to. Mm-hmm. And then you put your hands on your head, and you had to take a deep breath. And boy, that thing hit my stomach. I was like, "No, Tanya, don't cry." But you started talking about, the situation being in your car, and that different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people have been waiting for you to talk about your near-death experience, but I know that it'll come in time, because I can imagine that's something very sensitive, for you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a lot of people in the chat been waiting for it, and that'll help a lot of us too.
How?
Because, I think, me personally, I have anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it is circled around death. So
really?
I'm a soul traveler, yeah. And so my therapist actually told me that she thinks that I might have suffered some traumatic death or something at an early age in my previous life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's just about sharing information, because on some level it gives me peace.
Okay.
And it's good to inform others, about those kind of experiences, because I know I struggle with that sometimes, and I'm not sure what it is, but sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night, up in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's almost like this is feeling of fear just come over me. My body starts.
You probably need to do a past life regression.
And that's what I've been wanting to do, but I haven't found anybody that I've been comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do stuff like that, you have to be mindful. And so,
no, you know what? What we can
do
is we can create a day where we come together, and I guide you all through the regression. Because I have been certified in how to in facilitating past life regressions, and I've done. But you know what? The thing is, I have been wanting to do like an MP3 so a person can go themselves into the journey.
Nice. Right.
Right. All right. Joy, hold on. Joy in Snellville. I never realized how strange.
Georgia.
Yeah, I never realized how strange that word was. Snellville. Snellville, Joy, your book is on the way.
It's cool.
You never know when it comes to Georgia. It's hit or miss out there because Stone Mountain seems cool
I'm originally
too.
From Miami, so people are always cracking on Florida, but I tell them, listen, Miami is not Florida. Miami is its own entity, and then you got Florida. So maybe that's the case with Snellville. But yeah, that'd be awesome if you did some stuff like that. And
you know what?
A lot of people have been asking about retreats as well.
It's just the thing is we got to get past this whole COVID thing.
Right, and I figured that's what would be the holdup, you know, because you want to be wise.
Yeah, because you know what? We need to do our Woman in the Wild, where we get out there into the forest.
Yes, honey, because you know I stay like 45 minutes from Colorado state line.
Hey, you know what? Does anybody know any
area.
female drummers out there? Because I don't. I want only feminine energy at this retreat. Anybody know some female drummers?
They actually got some drummers.
I want to do a drum circle in the forest. I want that sound to echo through the mountains as we out there hollering with our goddess outfits on. You know how it goes.
Yes.
And release some of this pent up energy from having to listen to the mics of the world gaslight us, the mics and the derricks.
Listen, that part. Because I'm sick of all them. Listen, the other week, that thing. Listen, I was sapping my energy. I was like, we need a whole retreat after this mess. Every day, it was just getting crazier and crazier.
You know what? Exactly. This Derek Jackson story is so much. And you know what?
Like, it's not, it don't even seem real.
It really doesn't. But you know what? This is like, it's like the nagging ache that won't go away. And then as soon as you think you cleared it up, here to come the thing back again.
Here goes something else. Right. So one thing we got bonnets, then next thing we got, you know, people spraying stuff. And then we got like, you know, all this old list.
Like, I wonder why is his bottom hole? Why his bottom up on Clubhouse? He with all that money he got, he should have hired a publicist. Oh, there's the bell. Doggone it. And I just finished printing out this label. Ugh. All right. Let me
Yeah, you probably need to go and get them books out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me run to the door real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna remove my God, that when you remove the camera and the phone is on there. Let me remove you too.
Okay.
All right. Oh, damn it. My thing is bugging. All right, I'm back.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Nice. So you was able to get all the books out?
No, just one that I just finished printing. I need to get that one, but that'll have to go out tomorrow because the guy came when we were in the middle. So let me see what date we're up to right now. Let me see. We're still in March 21st. There were a lot of orders from the 21st. So right now, we have 140. Let me see how many orders we have. I need to refresh this page to see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you some little elves or something to pack them books up, Lord.
Well, the only thing is that each one of them needs to be autographed, and the only reason I'm autographing them now is because Amazon is bugging out. Like Amazon has played themselves.
I started complaining because it don't make no sense what they're doing, with your books, because they should have that together. I don't understand what the big deal is. You already gave them the stuff. They just need to make sure it get out. So I'm not sure what their
this is what they did. They said, well, we need you to re-identify your ID. So I was like, okay, great. Then I sent them my ID. And they said the name on your ID is not the same name as the one that's on the account. I said, well, that's impossible. How can that be? Because there could be only one name on the account. They said, well, this is a business account, so it doesn't have a name. And I'm like, well, that's what I thought, because this is a business account. And they were like, well, we need you to resubmit your business documents, right? And I was like, okay, I will do that. But the thing is held up. So it's like in purgatory. So
when they say business document, they like EINs or whatever.
The EIN, the tax documents, the business formation, paperwork, and all of that other stuff. But there's no way to submit it because I had already submitted the other one. And so now it's saying that they need to. Right, but they need to release, and they have not released yet. Let me grab some of these Cash Apps. Okay, there's 3.
Where Ray at? I'm waiting for Ray to come through. He been around today.
You know what? Somebody just wrote to me and said, did you mean to put this live on your other YouTube? And you know what I'm going to do? I just, because I broadcasted to the wrong YouTube page.
I don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I'm on the wrong YouTube page. I'm going to remove the other YouTube page because this is the second time this has happened within the past 2 weeks. So Gloria sent $2 to send me that notification. And you're right. I'm on the wrong YouTube page. I'm on the wrong YouTube page. And the thing is that I don't like doing live videos on this page because this is where the edited videos go. So Gloria, thank you for letting me know. I'm on the wrong page. So, and Anna says, I'll sit with you in silence, girl. Love you. She sends $2. She's funny. And then Vernon says, how much are the books? Because just joined the show. The books are $20.
Is that the same Vernon?
Yes, the same Vernon who was on the broadcast last night when I said they were $20. Vernon.
You know Vernon.
You're so silly. That's probably why the broadcast was so low in numbers. But I thought it was just because we had an intimate little set. But which means that this video is going to be deleted because it's on the wrong page. So I'm not going to leave this up on this page. But maybe
it's fine with me, honey. Because since I came out talking about I done cussed my child before, them people was out for me, girl. They was ready to take my head off.
Wait, you said you cussed out your child?
Remember the Kirk Franklin thing? And I called. I was one of the first callers.
I can't remember every caller and everything that they said.
Well, I was one of the first callers, and you was asking, and I was saying that basically I understand that level of frustration.
Because you cussed out your child, and then the people had to come for you in the comments.
Girl, they would light me up. Oh, that's the reason her son like that. She a bad parent. She a bad mom. This, that, and the other. And I felt bad, but I realized for me, whenever I'm able to talk about my stuff, for me, it frees me up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you constantly live in shame, it's hard to grow. So regardless of how painful things are for me concerning certain aspects of my life, I talk about it. Because
got you.
That way you don't have to have that shame involved with it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And at the end of the day, the way I feel, if my son can forgive me, I don't care about these people on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay,
I told him it was funny though. Like a couple days later, I was up there crying, and I told him, I'm sorry that I ain't do stuff, the way I should have, and blah 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 blah. And he was like, "Mom, why you on the internet anyway? You up there messing with them trolls? They trolling you and getting on you. They don't know what they talking about." He was like, "It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst."
I mean, there
And
still sounds like there's some need for healing, because
yeah, for true. Because I was talking to you about him going to counseling and stuff, and he's just not really open and whatnot like that. But yeah,
you
definitely
were the
stuff
one
has
with
to
the
be
third
done.
that he
Big boy.
now he's a big grown man, 6'5" and towering over you, and you talking about you're gonna try to get him into counseling now, and he don't want to go.
But you know what? I had checked my records, and I sent you an email because I suck when it comes to dates. I had checked my papers, and I actually had him in counseling since he was like 9 or 10.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because it was like 2011. Because I had said some other number, child. It was all off. But
it's okay.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody still judging you by no numbers.
Process, child. Listen, it's a constant working process.
All right.
It is a trip. You know, I was gonna ask you too. Do you think that when it comes to dealing with children, that astrological signs play a part?
Some people truly believe in astrology. Some people don't. I think that you have to take what resonates and see what source energy is attempting to speak to you through, and use that. So I say, I don't know.
We're setting up for the training run, but this is free.
Yeah.
I was doing your platform.
But yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because it's funny, like for me, I feel like for me, I feel like sometimes that play a part, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't like dictate or like rule your parenting choices, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's just one.
Hey!
Hello?
I'm here.
Who you hollering out hey to?
Baby Jen, I'm on the phone with Tanya TKO. Yeah. He said, yeah. And my baby was talking to you one day. We was on the phone whenever I got off the call, and he was like, bye. So it's so funny. Every time he see my tablet and stuff up, I'm like, who is that? He's like, Tanya TKO. This is my other little one. He's 5. So I got a huge gap.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I just got him from school.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? Go ahead and do your thing, Mama. We're going to jump off the line.
Are you going to switch over?
You know what? We've already spent an hour and 40 minutes over here. So I'm just going to chalk up this mistake. I don't want to delete this video because the calls have been so good, you know? So well, I don't know.
You know. Do what you got to do.
But I'm going to remove the other
email.
Huh?
I was just going to say, whenever you get a chance, if you're able to check the email, if you have a mailing address you comfortable sharing.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Those Hurricanes, you know? And
yes.
Then I want to send you a couple books that we had talked about online and like some that people mentioned. So whatever you can use is fine. And if you can't use it, you can pass it on to somebody else.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'll do that. Thank you.
All right. Yes, dear. Love you people in the chat. I'll talk to y'all later.
I love you too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. So Yolanda says it's on both channels. It's not. I'm looking. The YouTube one is the TV account and not the live account. So I'm actually going to remove, because I'm not going to make this mistake again. Once a mistake, twice, you need to do something about it. So I am tired. We were up late last night gossiping and talking, hollering, screaming, and jostling around with one another. So is Mike still here? Mm-hmm. All right, Mike, we see you. And look, Mike is flirting in the comments. Mike, please don't make me go to your page and see what's going on over there. Because are you over here trying to spread it wide in the not spread it wide, but spread yourself wide in the audience? Is that what you're trying to do? Nicolette said, Jesus, girl, you need the rest. I mean, look, I sleep every day, but I just happen to be I need more sleep today. I am sleepy. All right. So listen, I appreciate all of you coming out. We're going to do another book signing tomorrow because I have another postal pickup tomorrow. So we'll do a book signing around the same time, maybe 5:30 Eastern. because I need about an hour or two to be able to do the books, right? Look, Mike is talking about, I love everyone on here spreading love. It always be those ones. And he said he doesn't have any children. He spread love so freely. It always be those. It always be those. And then somebody come to you 5 years from now talking about, look, you got a 25-year-old child. And you like, how? We know how. We know how. All right. We will see you in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. Oh my goodness. All right. We'll try. I have not recorded a video on the other page in, oh, let me make sure I checked all the Cash Apps before I jump off. My bad, because I know I didn't check them for a minute. Okay. So we have Tarsha that sends $10 and says, I enjoy your content, very informative. And she got a My Little Pony rainbow as her avatar. So cute. Okay, Tarsha. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm actually going to jump out of here. And this man is still flirting in the comments. Hey, look, do your thing. But when I get ready to do the matchmaking show, don't just sit there in the comments, Mike. Come on up and get yourself matched. All right? All right. I'll see you all in the next video. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. And what is the self-love lesson from this? Know what your limitations are and ask for assistance when you need it. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I've been signing books for a long time, I need people to keep me company. So wait a minute, this woman just now hung up the phone? I cannot. What is going on? I can't. Listen, I'm gonna jump out of here. This is too much. This is too much. All right. See you all later.